Hi, I'm Paul. I just wanted to make a video showing off my super cool magic cards, mostly as just like a sort of catalog for myself. I know I could just write them down, but if other people find my magic cards interesting, that would be cool. So I thought I would upload it to my YouTube channel and just make sort of a collection video, but just very limited, just like the cards that I have right now for Magic the Gathering. So I'm going to start with this pile. So first off, this is a lot of these cards that are my favorite. My buddy Spencer made them into a Magic the Gathering commander deck. So I wanted to just bring out the deck and show the cool cards in my deck. I'm not entirely sure how the deck works, but I do know that it has all my favorite cards in it. So first things first, I have my favorite card of all time. I have 3 different variations of it. They're not all in the commander deck because you can only have one card of each. You can't have duplicates in a commander deck. So first I have this original Lord of the Pit. That's actually from my dad's collection. It is a 7/7 with flying trample. And my favorite thing about Lord of the Pit is you must sacrifice one of your own creatures during your upkeep, or Lord of the Pit does the 7 damage to you. You can't block it. I can still attack with Lord of the Pit, but it'll do 7 damage to me. So that's my first Lord of the Pit. I think that's the oldest one. It's not the rarest of the old ones. There's one with a black outline and not a white one. And that one is actually more valuable. But then I got this Lord of the Pit. I'm not really sure when it's from. I just went on a little journey to get each Lord of the Pit. And then this one's one of my favorites. It's this foil Lord of the Pit with that cool ass art on it. I love that card. And then next I have multiples of these, but I can't have multiples in the deck. But Zethrid Demon. It is a 7/7 flying trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than Zethrid Demon. Then each opponent loses life equal to the sacrificed creature's power. If you can't sacrifice a creature, tap Zethrid Demon, you lose 7 life. So it's this one's a little less of an impressive Lord of the Pit, because he makes you take the damage no matter what. But what I was going to show you is that with Lord of the Pit and Zethrid Demon, you can cast, if I find it here, should be pretty close. Yeah, here we go. You can cast Circle of Protection Black on any of those. And what this does is it's an enchantment that prevents all damage against you from 1 black source. So if you have Lord of the Pit right here, you can cast Circle of Protection Black on it, and then you don't have to sacrifice anything, and it'll just do the damage to you. And if you cast on Zethrid Demon, it'll do the damage to everyone on the creature you sacrifice, but not to you, because you cast Circle of Protection Black on it. And what's interesting is you could sacrifice a really big creature to Zethrid Demon. Say you sacrifice another Lord of the Pit to Zethrid Demon for 7/7, and then it would only do 7/7 to each opponent, not you, because you have Circle of Protection Black on it. Then I got, these are my board wipes. I love my board wipes. So I got Damnation. That's just a regular card. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated. I like that one. I really like board wipes. I had a standard deck that I used to play with my sister against that was just majority board wipes, and then a bunch of zombies that I can cast from the graveyard. So I wouldn't really lose anything from the board wipes. But here I got this is my etched foil Damnation that I really like a lot. It's one of my cooler cards that I have. Then I got, this was going to be my commander. So his name's Kirk, son of Yawgmoth. And he is a 2/2 legendary creature, horror minion, and you can cast him with 4 mana, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, or you could cast him with your life total. You still have to pay the 4 mana to cast him, but that other number is your life total. You got to pay life to cast him. So he's a 2/2 with lifelink, and for each swamp in a cost, you may pay 2 life rather than pay that mana. So you could either use your swamp mana or your life to cast swamp creatures with him around. He was going to be my commander, but then I chose this card. Obzedat Ghost Council. It's a cool looking card. When Obzedat Ghost Council enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile Obzedat. If you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. At the beginning of your next upkeep, it gains haste. So that's pretty wicked. I want Lord of the Pit to be my commander, but they don't. He's not a legendary creature. I wish they would just like retroactively make him a legendary creature, because when they made Lord of the Pit originally, there wasn't like legendary creatures. There wasn't even commander. So I thought it would be cool if they, I don't know. They don't really retroactively change cards, but if they did, I would enjoy that a lot. Especially for Lord of the Pit, because he's my favorite card ever. And let's see what else is my favorite in here. Oh, yeah. I bought some of these. The Feed the Swarm. It says... Let me show you. That one. It's a sorcery, and it says, destroy target creature or enchantment an opponent controls. You lose life equal to that permanent's mana value. So I like that. Because I like it when there's just like something that can't be stopped, or well, that could be stopped if you had a counter spell or something, but traditionally you could just like, you're out for that creature. I like not having to worry about stuff like that. Sign in Blood, target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Oftentimes I'll just play that on myself and just take the 2 life, because I don't really care. Oh, and here I have I wanted all the different Circle of Protections in this one. Oh, that one's not. Oh, yeah, it is. So I have Circle of Protection blue, Circle of Protection white, red, and green. And then my Circle of Protection black is over there. So I could, put all of these on one creature and cause them to, just like be invincible against all. But like the trouble is finding all of them in the deck. So, that probably won't happen, but it's a cute idea. Oh, this card is kind of useless, but I love it so much. It's the Headless Horseman. It's just a 2/2. I just think the card looks so cool, and it has like a little quote from the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which just makes me happy. Oh yeah, Twilight's Call. I always liked that one. You may cast Twilight's Call anytime you could cast an instant if you pay 2 more to cast it. Each player returns all creature cards from his or her graveyard to the battlefield. So if, say, my opponent had one big, really powerful creature, and I had a bunch of good ones, and I could cast more, well, I don't have to worry about their big creature, and then I would cast Damnation, killing everything, and then I could cast Twilight's Call and bring everything back, and I would have the advantage due to me having more creatures. That is, if they don't cast more, It's a very specific card. And then I think I have another board wipe in here. Oh, that's one of my favorites. I love that card. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah. So I have 3 of these, but I think I only have 2 with me right now. I have 2 Wrath of Gods. That's my sketch. See, it's bending. I hate it when my cards do that, so I try to wiggle it back. But that's my Foil, Wrath of God, destroy all creatures, they can't be regenerated. It's pretty much white version of Damnation. And then I have the old one, and it's all creatures in play are buried. So we kind of just use it as the same thing. I don't know if buried means something different than destroyed and can't be regenerated, but who gives a damn? Then I got 9 Lives Familiar. This is one of my favorite cards just because it looks like my cat. And it says, this creature enters with 8 revival counters on it if you cast it. So it's a 1/1, but you could attack all you want, for 8 times, because he gets like revival counters because it's 9 lives. Then I have Underworld Dreams. I had a standard deck where I had like 3 of these in there, and it's an enchantment that whenever an opponent draws a card, Underworld Dream deals 1 damage to him or her. One time I won a game with that by casting a card that says, like, you draw a card for every, creature in your graveyard or something like that on my sister. And Underworld Dreams was active, and she lost, 15 life, and I won. So that made me happy. This one I just pulled from a Foundations pack. I'm not really that well-versed in these cards, but it's Alenda, Saint of Dusk, Legendary Creature, Vampire Knight, Lifelink, Hexproof from instance, as long as your life total is greater than your starting life total. Alenda gets +1/+1 and has Menace. Alenda gets an additional 5/5 as long as your life total is at least 10 greater than your starting life total. So you would want to pair that one. And it's like altered art and cool looking and stuff, but you would want to pair that one with a big healing deck, so you can get your life total really high. So that would be more useful, But yeah, I love that card. I have I think I'll do that in another video diary. But I'll show my Fallout cards because I bought each of the Universes Beyond Fallout decks, which I'm very happy about. I think those are cool. And primarily when me and my friends play, we'll just pop those out and we'll each play a different Fallout commander. But yeah, that is just the cards, some of my favorites that I wanted to show in a video diary. It makes me happy. Now I need to go and clean up my office because it's just been used as a storage area, and I think that is upsetting Johanna. So I'm going to go do that. Captain's Log, Stardate, February 10th, 2025. Signing off. Signing off.